Hello, everyone. We're here. Welcome. Happy Friday,
Hello.
guys. We're here.
Hello,
Happy Friday.
everyone.
Hello. We're joined by Kitty here from PAX, and we're talking all things PAX panels and things that Kitty is in charge of. So it's going to be a great time. We could probably just kick things off straight away with introductions. So I'm Pog, one of the leads at ANZ Creators. I'm joined by Zombies.
Hello. I am also one of the leads at ANZ Creators.
There we go. And our special guest today is Kitty, who is the PAX Content Manager. Hello. Thanks for coming in and spending some time on a Friday night with us.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you. I guess we might want to start off with what kind of sort of activities do you manage at PAX that creators can get involved in? We want to know about you and what we can ask you about.
Who are you? Why are you here?
What a wonderful question. Thank you. It was so beautifully curated and well thought. The in-joke is we planned that, everyone. So, as y'all just heard, I'm the content manager at PAX Australia. I look after essentially all the content areas at the show. So it's things that people can get involved in outside of the expo hall. And the expo hall being that really big hall with all the booths and lights and music, and then excited people seeing all the new gaming tech software, etc. So all the content areas. So ones that people will be mostly familiar with are panels. I was about to say something, then I'm like, I don't think I can say that yet.
Woo!
Come on, you said you were going to go
to Holland immediately.
I
know. Almost.
Almost. I look after panels. So we have several theatres which kind of have different themes. By that I mean we have the cosplay theatre, which is cosplay crafting. We have our awesome PAX Together theatre, which is LGBTQIA plus 2S. I've definitely missed something, but a really amazing, awesome, inclusive theatre. And we have our really other big theatres downstairs. We have things like our Storytime speaker. We have firesides with guests. We get content creators in there. And of course, we have our awesome GenerOZity theatre, which is in Wombat Theatre. We work with the team from GenerOZ there and raise money for charities. This year, our charity partner is Beyond Blue, which is so cool. They're awesome people. So yeah, I look after panels, special guests, things like the community rooms, which we just opened submissions for this past week, and I've already got several really great submissions. I'm trying to think. Also things like tournaments, our PC and console area, our free play area and tabletop RPGs. Yeah, quite a few things that people can get involved in, but I'd say majority is probably panels and community rooms.
It's a lot. I was like in my head, I was like ticking off the box. I'm like, yeah, that's that, and then there's this area and this area. It's like, yeah, it's a lot.
And also Indie Oz Showcase, and the reason I mention Australian Indie Showcase is because I really encourage the participants who do end up winning, because we have 6 tabletop and 6 digital. We encourage them to reach out to content creators who have said that they're coming to PAX on social, and encourage them to reach out to get them to come to their booths. So I mention that too.
I think that works both ways. I think all the content creators want to like get in there as well. It's definitely, I spend at least a solid day in the indie section. So much, especially last year. Last year I just ended up getting stuck because I'm like, this game's really good. And then I'm like, I've got so many more to see. But yeah, that's good. It's a lot to take in. I think most people, particularly the sort of people that we talk to, are interested in sort of how do they get involved. It's probably the best way to put it. Obviously, if you're a super organized and creative individual, you can just go and make your whole panel and pitch it perfectly, but not everyone is put together like that, and that's totally fair. What sort of, like, from your perspective, what sort of things are you looking for particularly for people that want to like get more involved, I guess, in the content side of things?
The first thing I look for is people who are genuinely passionate and excited about a topic. I don't want someone coming to me with like an idea they're lukewarm about.
Yeah.
Because if they're lukewarm about it, that to me doesn't sing that they're excited to curate a panel that's going to excite other people. So it's probably the first thing I look at. Funnily enough, and a lot of people think this, so I'm grateful that I can take the moment to share this. I'm not looking at social reach when
Yep.
I'm seeing who's applying for panels. It's really about the content and the idea that they're pitching. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, no, perfect. It's certainly something we've heard where people want to be like, well, I'm only a small creator. Like, I'm not sure if like that matters. Like, is it better? Would it be better if I'm a partnered streamer? All that sort of stuff, which we all know. It's more about how passionate you can be. It's about it's a show. It's not based on like your audience. It's what you think you can put on and what you can bring to the table, I guess. From your perspective, what are some standout panels that you've seen sort of happen at PAX? What are the big wins?
There's been a lot, and this is why before I jumped on, I was like desperately trying to log in to my work account so I could actually give clear examples. And I'm going to be really peevish and actually do that right now because I can.
Great.
I know.
I'd love
So
to
I'll
hear from
talk you
Chat
through
as
it,
well.
actually.
Chat, what's been your favorite
I
panels that
I
you've been part of?
I want
or
to I want to
seen?
bring up an experience for me as I was hosting a panel, and the panel before mine was Pog's panel about Overwatch. This is, I don't know how many years ago was this now, Pog? A few. And
Couple.
I was like, oh, I should go check out this panel, and I lined up, and they're like, you're lucky last. It's a packed room. It's full. And I got to sit in the back corner, and it was the most unhinged and rowdy bunch of people in a room I've ever seen. They're all yelling their opinions at the stage, and, and it was crazy.
They're very passionate
But
people.
the energy was pretty fantastic. And just like it to me, it highlighted that you found this is the community. You put something on for the community. They showed up, and everyone had a really great time. And it was really good. And I looked at that and I said, that's like you got something right there. That's the good, solid panel. Fill a room. Everyone has a great time. So yeah.
All right. I found my now I'm going to talk about my experience from 2024 just because for some of those in chat who may not have known, I was on maternity leave last year, and that's why we had the wonderful Carrie carry the torch and execute the show last year. So I'll be talking about my experiences from 2024.
Cool.
Okay. So some of the panels that I curated with the community in 2024 that I believe were really successful, and I'll read out a few, and you'll probably be very familiar with a few of them. So, especially in the Wombat Theatre, we had D&D, but donations make it spicier.
Classic.
Creator Trivia Slam, 3vs3 gaming trivia.
Oh, yeah,
Cursed Cakes is one of my absolute favorite panels. Creating games and future of creativity. So those are more career aligned panels for people wanting to enter the industry. And with those, I usually reach out to kind of industry heads for them to jump on those panels. We had, I love this one, Loot Drip, the good, bad, and ugly of gaming brand collabs.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a really good one. That was with Triana OCE. I believe from memory.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so good. Content creating with disabilities, chronic illness, finding acceptance within gaming was really good. We had a really good turnout for that, and a lot of people who were shy, who weren't, initially wanting to come to the show, actually saw that and then decided to come to the show. And I believe we live streamed that. We set that up so people could watch it who couldn't make it.
Oh, excellent.
Things like who's voiced it anyway. We had some voice acting people come in. Oh, this is a good one. Crit or Kiss 2, Monster Boogaloo. What a good time that was. Let's see. I'm just having a look through. Oh, making music in the gaming industry. We also had like music trivia, which was really fun. Of course, the PAX PowerPoint party was really good.
Oh, that was so good.
We had things about tabletop RPGs. We had some one-shots. So 2024 was the year we introduced the Owlbear Theatre, which was specifically built out for tabletop RPG one-shots. So those are 90-minute slots instead of 60-minute slots. That was really fun. And yeah, pretty much those are kind of like a top line things, but what I'm really looking for is a variety of different subjects, because gaming is so vast now. We've got people who love TCGs, so tabletop card games, trading games. We've got people who love tabletop RPGs, people who love retro gaming, people who love really niche, like what am I thinking of? I'm trying to think of that game genre. It'll come to me later if I bring it up. You know what I meant. You know, just it's so vast. Like there's so many things I can't even name them all. But I'm really looking for unique ideas that still speak to the audience, but also things that involve the audience. You know, there's a time and place for having a panel in a fireside-esque way, but with those, I usually curate those myself by reaching out to guests. And actually getting them to the show to do those firesides as well, like our storytime speaker. But yeah, really getting things involved in attendees, because they love that. You know, who doesn't love going to a panel and getting involved? And I've heard stories, which is so beautiful, of people going to panels maybe by themselves. They're a bit shy. They get to be involved, you know, as audience participation. They end up making new friends. So I really push where possible for having a lot of engagement with the audience.
Someone from my panel met their longtime girlfriend at my panel.
Shut the front door. You're not take off.
Real story. They're still together 2 years later. What's going on there? Wow.
Stunning.
There you go.
That's what dreams are made with.
That's crazy. I think it's really important. And you sort of hit the nail on the head, where we get a lot of people that want to be like, I want to talk about mental health. I want to talk about like burnout, and I want to and as much as they're very important topics, there was always going to be something similar like that happening all the time. But you might also be like the number one knowledgeable Genshin Impact Easter egg person, and it's like go with that. Go with what's unique to you, what you are really passionate about, the thing that makes you happy and makes other people happy, and like find your audience and involve them and get them in there. Because, and the thing that I always tell people, because a lot of people sort of reach out and say, I get a lot of people going, I want to be a panelist, is pretty much the message that I get. And I say, you know, I haven't spoken to you in 5 years, but thank you for reaching out. And it's like, I always say to them, it's like people save up like all year, and like their PAX is their one holiday that they go to, and it's their thing that they live and breathe for. And as much as it's important to have these other conversations, you also want to offer them fun and like exciting things for them to get excited about, to go like, I want to go to that panel, I want to be in that. And like I did a Shrek panel last year, and I got people going, I brought a ticket because I need to see this panel. And like they were first in line to get in there. They were dressed in full cosplay. They were like getting involved, and it was fantastic. And like that's like, it's so big, because if you can, you know, improve the experience for these people, because you know they live for those 3 days a year. And you know, if you can come up with weird and wonderful ideas that involves your audience and gets them really pumped, then I reckon that's like the path to go, particularly if you're trying to do something unique.
I'd love to add 2 notes to what you said.
Yeah.
So the first one actually could be the second point. I'm unsure. It's muddling my head. I often get so many panel submissions of like how to be a content creator.
Oh,
and I'm not saying it's not important. I am begging you all, if you are thinking of putting in that submission, please Blue Sky, X, IG, TikTok it out to the world. see who else in the community is looking to do that panel and join forces. And the other thing I also want to note on top of that is don't just have a panel of all Twitch streamers, have a panel of a YouTuber, TikToker, Twitch streamer, maybe not the other streaming channel. That's green. You know, other live streaming platforms, and get them on, because they're all different perspectives, and that actually strengthens your panel.
Yeah, this is fantastic advice. Everyone write this down. Please.
Yeah. And the other thing you mentioned, which made me laugh because it actually is important, how you said that really niche Easter egg about Genshin Impact. That's a great idea, but what I want people to do is, if they think that, I want them to build on that by saying, okay, so this is a really niche idea, but it's cool. But how could I build upon that to appeal to a wider audience? Why don't I reach out to the community and say, hey, I have this really niche Easter egg knowledge on Genshin. Does anyone else have any niche Easter egg information on other games? And then we make a panel that says cool Easter egg niches across multiple video games. And then you get to do your idea, but then you're actually bringing in a wider audience.
That's it. You got to cook it. You got to cook the idea. You got to bounce it around. Yeah, absolutely. And ANZ Creators is also there. Like, if you don't want to reveal your secrets on Twitter, you can always drop it in our Discord, and we can, the other creators might be like, oh, I'm aware of X, Y, and Z, and like I know, like last year I was approached for I think 3 burnout panels, all separate, and it's like, it's like, what are you trying to tell me? Honestly, no, it's
my cream.
But yeah, I think it's important. And I guess this is probably, I mean, you've kind of covered it already, but one of the things that comes up a lot is like, there's a lot of people that want to be involved in those conversations. They might not have that reach where they can get to other people. And I suppose the other bit to that conversation is, would you prefer someone who's like a content creator who's very passionate about something like, say, mental health, or like an industry professional or like a company or that, to sort of come along and sort of say, like, which would you prefer? Would you like them to combine forces? Like, how would you approach that kind of? So I'm sure it happens.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but if you give me your mobile number, I will be calling you. And the reason being is because sometimes when I do get multiple panel submissions, I will email people, but I end up just calling them and saying, hey, I'm going to be real with you. There's another panel that's been submitted identical to yours. I'm going to put you both in an email thread, and I'm going to get you to join forces.
Brilliant.
And you're going to have to.
You've done this to me.
I have. Yeah. I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
And can I say, it was like the best advice. You connected us with the Gem cosplay about our original Overwatch idea. We had the best time. We've done multiple things after, and it was like, oh, we're great friends now. And it was like, that was you connecting people. Come on.
Yeah.
Great time.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. And it's also, it's a joy to do. But yeah, I really encourage everyone to reach out beyond their network, join Discords, like your Discord that you both have running. It's awesome. And just reach out to people. If you want to challenge yourselves, it's a bit scary. I even suggest jumping on LinkedIn. If you want, say, a professional, say you want to do, say you're really passionate and there's someone in chat and I've forgotten their name, it's going to come back to me. I've spoken to them before.
Quick, everyone type, quick.
I'll come back to this. I can't look quick enough. Say you're really enthusiastic about music and you're like, man, I love me some gamer music. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Anyway, love me gamer music. And I want a different perspective on the panel. So like, say you're like, I'm doing a panel on indie games, like specifically indie game soundtracks, original soundtracks, and you've got another 2 friends, so there's like 3 of you, and you're like, you know what would really strengthen this if we reached out to a composer in the ANZ industry and we got them on the panel. Go to LinkedIn, beep boop boop boop, type it in, composer, even do a Google search, composer, indie games, but even reach out to some studios, like our friends at massive monster and say, hey, I want to do this panel. Who can I talk to? So that's something like that would really strengthen your panel application.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I know that I've worked on other things, but I actually reached out to Film Vic and they gave us a list of like all the indie games and developers in the area.
Great.
And like they were so helpful. And yeah, like I think it's important to not be like, oh, I can only do this. Like just like start reaching out to people, shoot emails. Like Twitter's not the greatest place these days, but like Instagram and everything else, like just speak it out to the world, and you'll never know who'll be like, oh, actually, I know someone you could talk to, and email this person, and stuff happens.
Find your ideal
even
guest.
ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just send me a DM on. I still use X. Sorry, everyone. Send me a DM on X. Hit me up on the IGs if you really want a recommendation of someone who can jump on your panel. I'm more than happy to help.
Great. Here we go. All right. I'll go through some of the questions. This one might be a bit spicy. We'll see. You look at lots of applications for panels. You probably spreadsheet is giving you nightmares. What kind of things stand out in panel applications in good ways and bad ways? I'm curious to know what sort of things is a red flag or a green flag, perhaps.
Let's start with the green flags.
Okay, great.
Good. Keep it positive.
A clear title. A clear, well thought out title. And a clear, well thought out about section. Having all of your panelists' names who you want to put forward for the panel. Because a lot of people may not realize this, but I try and vet every single panelist, and it takes me a really long time. I'm fortunate enough that I already know majority of people in the community because I was a streamer myself, and I also make it my business to know people in the community because it's important, right? I'm working on a community focus show.
100%.
So those three things are really important. And they stand out immediately because I'm like, bam, 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 this person's organized. They've got it locked in. I don't need to worry about it. Red flags are usually really bad titles that say, lol, we'll think about later. And I'm not even kidding when I say that. Descriptions that are like, I think we will do something like this. So in that description, they almost write an email to me. I don't want an email. I want the description of your panel. So kindly, that's not the place for it. You can reach out to me again online, or you can email me. And also people who don't have their panelists, they go panelists TBC. Usually I'm pretty comfortable. Say if you've got already 3 panelists and you're looking for maybe one more, I'm usually pretty comfortable and will give leeway if I think it's a good panel. And I'll say, no worries, let me know. But if it's like TBC, it's a no. TED Talks, people being like, I want to talk about this. Absolutely not. It's not the place. And people, this is not really a red flag. I'd say this is more of a yellow flag.
Okay.
An amber flag, perhaps. Because I have been around the industry for maybe 15 plus years, maybe. And that's just from being in the community, volunteering at conventions, etc. Oh, how old am I? Oh, yuck. I think it's, oh my gosh, I think it's 20 plus years. Disgusting.
We don't have to out anything. It's okay.
No. I will out myself. If anyone's doing it, it's me. I'm canceling myself. I've been around a long time, and an amber flag for me is when I see the same people on panels. And that's why I really make the effort to call people, or again, showing my age, call people and encourage them to invite other panelists with different lived experience, because I understand there's people who are passionate and they always want to put their hand up, but I really want to encourage new people to share their experiences as well. Sorry, I rattled on. I hope people could grab that.
No, I think that last one's that's a bugbear for me, and I always make it a point of when the people are like, oh, we've got so. I'm like, okay, well, you've got 3 people. Why don't you bring someone new on? Like it might be their like great opportunity if you've got some people that are seasoned panelists. Great, bring someone who's brand new in so they can get that experience, so they can It's not so much pressure to be like, oh, all brand new thing. You could just bring some new people in, just share essentially.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's so important.
Yeah, and look, there's something to be said for the same or similar panel happening with the same or similar people from the year before. It's sort of like I've seen it, We want something new and exciting, so yeah, it's good. It's good advice.
And I need to let everyone know, just because your panel was approved the previous year does not mean you get an automatic approval for the following year. I got many, many angry emails in 2024, because again, I was on maternity leave last year, saying, but my panel was approved the previous year, or we always do this panel. And I just politely email them, say it's just not guaranteed, and new year, new people, let's share the love,
100%.
everyone.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get some nasty emails. Good times.
I think there's a whole nother topic about egos in the content creator scene, which we might leave.
That's that's a longer stream, that one.
That might be one that we do.
It's going to be a late night stream.
That might be our Discord one that we do privately.
Yeah, we'll do that a lot on Twitch.
Perfect.
Oh boy. All right. Well, another question that has come up, which is I think is an easy one because we sort of know the answer, but just people asking whether or not do they need to be sort of qualified or be a creator to do panel submissions. Like, do they need to be applying to be a creator to do panels, or can anyone apply?
Anyone can apply. Of course, if you're like not a nice person or everything that PAX does not stand for, I will find out, because I vet everyone, as I mentioned. So everyone is welcome to submit a panel. Just be mindful I'm checking you out before I accept you being on one.
Always watching.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Fantastic.
Okay. So you touched on this a little bit. It's like, if someone's never run a panel, like, what do you think the best way is to get started? Like, if you've got maybe a great idea, they don't think it's PAX, I'm like, ways to get feedback before submitting. I know you've got some DMs. I think ANZ Creators have got some spaces to throw ideas, but like, have you got advice for like people that have never done this before, never submitted anything or been part of a panel or anything like that?
Absolutely. So we currently have in existence 2 YouTube videos. The long form lives on YouTube for PAX, and I've given a breakdown on how to actually do a panel submission. I'm going to film a new one this year. With what time I have, I'm unsure. TBC, but probably when I'm in office, because life. Anyway, life story. So I will be filming a new video just to help people. But the best place to get started is to really put literally imagine yourself as a PAX attendee and think about what panels have excited you in the past. And think about not just what excited you, but why they excited you or why you enjoyed that panel. So, for example, I'm going to be like, so I attended my first PAX in 2015. 2015. And I remember one of the panels I went to was a Legend of Zelda panel. It's one of my most favorite games. Long story short, bought an original SNES game off Marketplace, nearly got murdered. Story for another time. Love Legend of Zelda. And that could be a panel. And times I nearly got murdered picking things up off Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, late night panel. So think about what you really enjoy and be like, okay, I enjoyed that because it's a franchise I love. And I really enjoyed it because they were thinking about like different timelines, like what if this has happened or what if that happened? And they were asking the audience on what their, conspiracy theories were within the game. And I remember putting my hand up and sharing them. So I'm like, okay, so I enjoyed it because I love this franchise and I enjoyed it because I had attendee engagement. Okay, so what do I love now? I want to talk about this game, and I'm going to weave in attendee engagement, but I'm going to actually have like an S tier panel, and I'm going to have like pictures, and I'm going to get panel members, like audience members to come up and put them on the panel. So that's what you need to do. You literally need to like unpack a person's mind of what they would enjoy with things you enjoy talking about.
100%.
I love that. Oh, that might come into another question. I think we asked Kerry this last year, and where was this? I'm curious. I think years ago we heard about you trying to convince someone to do a panel submission about video game characters serving cunt. Is what I remember.
Oh, I'm working on it.
And I'm like, have you got any pictures for community members to maybe put together a panel around, or an ideal panel you'd love to see this year that you have that someone can take the idea and run with? I wonder.
Oh, I have so many. So what I will be doing is after this, maybe probably once panels are opened, I'll be putting out an X thread, most likely, of panels I would like to see.
Beautiful.
Just to help people ideate and get excited. But I do know, yes, I'm working on that chaotic panel. It will be late, probably on the Friday or Saturday. My director knows it's coming, but is also pretending that he doesn't know it's coming.
Wait, it's real?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. I'm working on it. I'm working.
It's happening.
Excellent.
We got the scoop.
It is going to be very rogue, and I don't know. Anyway, so some panels, like you actually mentioned before, thinking of things like, okay, I love Easter eggs. Who can I like? Easter eggs in games is always really fun. Things that I think would be really cool are crossovers. Like, okay, what are some really cool books that are gaming books that have been made into movies? Or what are some really cool books that have been made into games? What are some cool games that have had really good book series? Like Halo is a prime example. What are some really cool game series that have been made into television shows and breaking those down? We don't talk about Halo. Fallout, etc. No, hey. And another kind of off kilter thing is K-pop in gaming. The amount of K-pop I've seen in gaming is out of control. If I had capacity to put that panel together myself, I would. But there's like Dress to Impress, like recently at Cat's Eye. Twice K-pop is in, I think, not Minecraft, the other one that's like Minecraft. Roblox, thank you. Songs that involve gaming, like gaming trivia. There's so many like things you can think of once you start ideating. It's like, is it Charlie from Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yep.
It's red like this.
Yeah.
Yes. Because once you get in a role with your friends and say the dumb ideas out loud, like go with the flow, because you will find a nugget in there.
100%, yeah. And just find someone that you can bounce ideas off. Like I do most of my stuff with Game Train, and all we do is just send stupid ideas to each other every day. And it's like, that one's great. Remember that one. We'll do that one.
Please, there is a special guest that I've just seen in chat, and something I have to bring up.
Oh.
And they know it's coming. Kate, my dear friend Kate O'Sullivan. When you are Kate, I love you dearly. When you are pitching your panels, please list in the other about information if you are on any other panels. My dear friend Kate was probably on, I want to say, 8 panels, and
that's not many.
I managed to not have any double ups or overlays.
That's going to be like a record, I think. That's
It could not have been 8, but it was a fair number, and it was a particularly spicy. Yes, Kate. Sorry, I had to make an example of you. And so, please, do say what other panels you are on, because what I will do in my system when I'm scheduling everything, I will schedule a time and ensure that you're not at the same time. But But I also, this year, if you are on more than 3 panels, I'll probably have to say you have to choose, because otherwise
Chill
not
out.
everyone gets a turn. Thank you. I know. Crazy. I out-Charlied myself with the red string that year.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thanks, Kate, for contributing to this conversation. Greatly appreciated.
Let's go.
That's a good question.
What's the next question we got here? Oh, okay. So this is one that was submitted to us. We won't say who yet. Which recent community-led panels were seen to be successful from PAX's point of view, and how do you measure that? Do you look at attendees or social media or anything else? Is there a survey or something?
I love a survey. Side note, when you go to the show, you will get a post-show report in your inbox. I really, really encourage you all to fill that out, because I read all the feedback, and that feedback helps me shape the show the following year. So please make sure you have time to do that. All right, I've just got my spreadsheet up to look at.
There's a spreadsheet.
Well, yeah, my panels from previous years, and again, I'm speaking from 2024. I think, pretty sure maybe you guys are on this one. The Definitive Blizzard tier list, Australian edition.
Yeah, there's my one.
Yeah, I thought that
Awful.
was a
0
really
out of 10.
good panel.
Oh, good.
I thought that was an 11 out of 10, because you put a twist on it, right? And that's what makes a panel stand out. Someone could have just said Blizzard list, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that you put the Australian twist on it is why I was like, yes, like that is good content. It's unique. It's not something that I'd seen done before. So that's one example. I really loved Battle for Adaptation, which was a community submission as well, and they were talking about all the like film adaptations from games. It was really fun. There's actually a lot. Like, I could go through everyone, because everyone that I chose was chosen for a reason, and that being, I knew it was going to draw not only a crowd, but it was the panelists were unique enough where they would bring in their own crowd as well. They all had different they'd all walked different paths in life, so they all had quite different opinions. Now, how I measure this is I do theatre counts. That's right, everyone. We count how many people go. But in saying this, just because a panel was packed out doesn't mean that I'm gonna bring that panel back the following year.
Yeah.
Instead, what I'm gonna do is, if they do submit that panel again, I'm gonna get on the phone. I'm sorry if you all hate having phone calls, because I'm gonna call you. I will call them and say, hey, your panel last year from my theatre counts did really well, but in order for me to consider having this panel back, can you run me through the changes you're going to make to this panel to make sure that people are getting new content? And ideally, I would like to see a fresh batch of panelists. You can keep maybe 1 or 2, but I would expect you to have at least 2 new panelists.
Yeah. Is there ever been a panel that you've like, that's a great idea, and then like it's run and then you've gone, that didn't go well, and let's not do that again?
Yes, I will not be saying the panel name. But yes, that has happened twice. This is my 4th show that I'm curating, and I've seen it happen at least twice. There's been other ones that have fallen quite short, and the ones that fall short are panelists who have a great idea, but then they kind of forget that they're running a panel, and they don't put the time in that is deserved to really properly map out what that panel is going to look like. You have an hour, and that hour goes so quickly. So I've seen people fumble, and they've made jokes out of fumbling. And the thing is, it's not really funny because people have paid for a badge to come to the show and they have chosen to give their time to you. So I really expect people not to fumble and have a clear idea of how their panel is going to run. You don't have to have a strict run sheet of minute by minute. I do love a run sheet, but really make sure you have a clear idea of how the panel's running. And please run within your hour, because if you don't, I will find out and you will be getting I'm disappointed
100%.
in you call from me.
Well, that might be a good segue.
The big D word.
Because, like, I think, you know, hey, maybe you've been accepted for a panel. Like, what are good ways to prepare? Because I do think, like, a run sheet should be, I think everyone should have a very good
have a run sheet
of how your how your panel's going to go. Like, and like, you know, funny story last year for me. The panel before us went 15 minutes late, so we were like,
so naughty. Tell me who it is.
Naughty, I'll tell you later.
Not now. Tell me later.
I'll tell you later. The stage managers were furious, but anyway,
I bet.
But like, we had contingencies. Like the way I've set up panels is like you have the run sheet. This is block A, B, C, D, E, and then it's like, okay, we're just gonna kill that one just to save the time to give the time back to PAX. Like, have these things and know what might go long, what might go short. Prepare. Have contingency plans, because you know I think it is your duty to do that 1 hour thing. To keep within your timeline. And just be totally aware, because everyone, if you're a minute late, everyone around is all the people, all the staff are stressing out. There's people outside waiting,
and I will get the call.
There's all. So
I remember mine last year. They're like, we're running late. I'm like, if you want, I could like get you 5 minutes back. He's like, oh, that'd be amazing. I'm like, all right, we'll do that. It's fine. We'll just cut this bit short, and it's easy. And like, just work with them, because there's nothing worse than, especially with like, I will like first in the morning or something. I'm like, they're gonna be late, and then later, and it's just gonna become a problem. So, you know.
And then Kitty gets a call from AV stage managers. Not good.
But yeah, so other ways to prepare, like what's what do we suggest? Or promote?
Absolutely. So both great questions. Thanks everyone. I really suggest using a program. I use Trello a lot. If you're familiar with that, it's just an organization software. And what I love about that, actually, mine's actually very chaotic. But if I was preparing a panel with friends, I would use that, because then you can designate people different activities, and then you can literally drag and drop it in a complete, not complete. So you have everyone's to-do list, and you can see when they've done it, when they've not done it. And it just makes it really simple, because everyone's lives are so busy. You can then visually see where everyone's at and what everyone needs to do. So I really suggest, if you're working with a team of people on a panel, definitely share something like that, so you know that everyone's done what they need to do to contribute and make sure it runs. I really suggest that you do a run through together. Put 90 minutes aside one night or during the day on the weekend and actually do a practice run through of your panel, so you can check things like timing, you know, delivery. You might do a run and be like, actually, you know what? Let's change this up. So it's really important you do that to practice, so you also feel confident in yourself, but also just to make sure the flow of the panel runs how you want to run it. Have notes as well. Like, don't be afraid to have notes with you on stage. Like, you're not being graded on your panel. Like, if you want to have notes, have notes. I really suggest as well you build out a PowerPoint. Visually, it's really important that you have something to complement your panel, and a lot of attendees appreciate that. If you have capacity to play some music as well, we do have techs in every theatre, and they are more than happy to like do a run, like do a very quick, 5-minute, run through his music, play the music here. Here's my USB, blah, 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 blah. So that's just kind of preparing. Just make sure you take the time. Do run throughs, have a timeline, visual timeline, so you can see where everyone's at. When it comes to promotions, we will probably send out a little packet of promos. So you have like assets to promote your panel. We also send out an information document that's like everything to do with panels. So you have all the information in one document. But yeah, go hard. Get your assets, don't get your assets, film a video, take photos, edit a cool picture together, and just like spam it out on the internet, put
Hype
on
it
all
up.
your socials. Yeah, hype it up. And if you have capacity, once your panel is accepted, go hard. You can promote it. You do not have to hold back or wait for me to be like, you can post now. Once I approve it, go. Put it in the universe.
There you go. Just absolute make videos, make ads, make everything. Just like hype it all up, and don't. And I think it's the important thing there as well. Don't wait. It's particularly if you've got like a panel on a sad day that might sell out. Like you don't want to be like, oh, we've got my panel, and then people are like, well, I can't go. I'm going to. It's like let them know as soon as you know.
Yep.
Get it out there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and I'll also add, and like this maybe just more for me having done a few panels, but make a PowerPoint. Put it on a USB stick, put it on your PC, upload it to a Google Drive, put it everywhere.
Yep.
Like plan for the worst.
Email it to yourself.
Email it to yourself. Print something out. Like have contingencies everywhere. You're better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And and the text, just like talk to the text, work with them. They will. Really they want to make it as smooth as possible, as much as you do. So yeah, and just absolutely just plan for it and. Have backup plans. We always say, Game Train's jokes always, if it all fails, we're going to play carrot in the box, and it's like that's it, and that's the meme. Every time I say this might not work, he goes carrot in the box. We'll do that instead. That's Plan B. So we're always ready to go. But just plan, and I think the important message there is that like people pay money, they give them your time. You need to give them like the respect and energy, and giving them the show that you promised. Don't half-ass it. So. There was
a question earlier that we probably skipped over. Someone asked in chat, what if you're open to be an interviewer or a host on a panel? Is there opportunities in that way?
Yeah. So this feels really weird because it's like, follow me on X to see, but that feels weird. But I guess follow me on X because I will... like and subscribe. Anyway, oh god, I'm crazy. So definitely follow me on Twitter because I will do things like, hey, if you want to host a panel or you're looking for a host, hosts, comment here, and I'll get people to comment, and then I'll be like to the social media guys, hey, can you retweet this? Or can you guys tweet from the PAX account if you're a host and you want to host a panel or you're looking for a host, comment here. Like, we do everything we can to help connect people. Definitely take advantage of our Discord as well. So once panels open, we'll open up the panel channel on the PAX Discord, and we'll get people to write down their panel ideas because someone might be like, hey, I'm putting together this panel idea, but I'm looking for 2 people to contribute. And then often people will jump in and say, hey, I want to do that panel, or I'm interested. And they just connect on Discord. But you will see, thank you for the... shout out. It's taking me back to Twitch streaming, cackling. But do, because once panels open, I go pretty hardcore on socials, making sure people can get connected and ideate where possible.
Yeah, 100%. And I've picked up panelists from the Discord channel in the past. It is a wealth of people that's just ready and willing to jump in. So absolutely jump into that Discord if you're not already. Also talking about sort of this is a bit more closer to sort of my heart, I guess, is GenerOZity and getting involved with what they do. Obviously, we said Beyond Blue this year. Yep. Advice for people that maybe want to get involved, maybe don't have a panel idea, or just like want to, just be a part of the GenerOZity shenanigans. And like last couple panels I've done through GenerOZity, and I love working with those guys. They're just so super talented and chill to work with. But like to people that haven't or don't even know what GenerOZity is, like, do you want to give us the pitch as to how to get them in, I guess?
yeah, absolutely. So I've been working with the team from GenerOZity since I started working on the show. But even before then, I was actually Joel, who's fantastic, and Shlee, absolutely love and adore them both, who are part of GenerOZity. Joel actually sent me a pitching doc, and it had a picture of me from when I was a streamer doing a live stream for GenerOZity. I was like, oh my lord, where did you find this picture? Burn it. Please delete it off this face of this earth. So I've been working with them for a long time. They're really wonderful. Simply reach out to them online. Find the GenerOZity socials and just send them a DM and say, hey, I love doing X, Y, Z. Like, actually give them clear ideas of what you would like to do. Say, like, look at the panel. So all the VODs should be on the PAX Twitch. Yep. Go look at the panels they did last year and say, hey, I saw you did XYZ panel. I would love to get involved on that panel or a panel like that. Yep. Say you're like, hey, I'm actually a dungeon master. Let me know if you do any D&D panels for charity. Would love to jump on. Or, hey, I am a chef and I love to bake cakes. Let me know if I can jump on the cake panel. I'm trying to think of things here. I think there was that really great panel last year. I watched a lot of the panels, even though I was on maternity leave. Had great FOMO, as you can imagine. I think there was a Dress to Impress.
Dress to Impress was an impressive panel. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
I'm a fashion designer. Let me get on Dress to Impress. You know, like, look at the past panels and give them clear examples of how you would fit in. Because as you both mentioned earlier in the stream, it's all good and well being like, I want to jump on a panel, but that doesn't help me put you on a panel unless you give me details to what you would enjoy doing. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And my caveat is always, I say to the GenerOZity people, is I want to do something weird and stupid and hasn't been done before. And they love that. I won't go into details, but the Shrek panel was something else.
Spectacular.
And that was really good. Let's not talk about the onions in the room.
Was it disgusting? Was it on Geno's stage?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go watch it later.
But the cool thing about that was it was an idea that was pitched to me, and I'm like, that's great. I'll put it together. We'll make it happen. And then we literally just did a call out on X and being like, hey, tag your content creators who love Shrek. They just gave me a list, and I just reached out to a heap of people, and literally the first time that we all worked together, and it was amazing. It was great. And now we're all friends, and some of us have done other panels together since and other things, and it's like just a really cool idea, and just reach out and get as many people involved that, you know, and they were all super passionate. And I remember I messaged Teagster, she was live, and I'm like, hey, Teagster, I'm doing this. Gave a very small pitch, and she just wrote, I'm live, I'll be green, I'll be there. That's it. That's all she said. That's it. So you just, it was so good. But that sort of thing where it was a silly idea, but we cooked on it for a while.
Yeah.
And what came out of it was something very unique. And that's how it is. You just come up with a silly idea, get some people together, and just start working on it. And who knows where it may end up down the road. And, you know, there's always an audience. You'll always find an audience. So
totally.
Yeah.
But yeah. GenerOZity are very cool, and you should absolutely reach out to them, particularly if you have silly ideas, which people might donate to charity to see you do sillier ideas. Reach out to them.
I know we're running out of time. I just wanted to ask you, because we haven't talked about it at all, about community meetups, which I know applications have just opened up. If there's any advice around applying to host a community meetup or any information you wanted to share about that?
There is. I want to let you all know I have moved you to a bigger room.
Yay! Let's go.
Because it was a little aggressive the previous years, trying to stuff everyone into the smaller room, and caused a little bit of stress to me and security and the well-being of everyone on level 2. So, yahoo! What a time. It's stressful. Nothing like getting a little on the, you know, what's it called? The walkie-talkie being like, Kitty, we have a situation on level 2. I beg your finest pardon? Anyway, Good time.
I think the community meetups
yeah.
have gotten bigger every year.
So big.
Yeah.
Woo! They're just, which we love to see, because like the whole point of them is for people to connect. Like it's a beautiful thing to see. Like you again have both mentioned, like people going and then making friends, and you're like, that's what it's all about, everyone. That's what we want. So with the community meetups, again, please try and like put it into the universe of like who's running like meetups, because often I will get people doubling up. Like I remember one year, like 2024, I got 5 Pokemon meetups. Community meetup.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, I love Pokemon too. So what I ended up doing again was just like dropping them all an email.
Yep.
Like Hunger Games, no, not Hunger Games style, and just
Make a
saying,
battle.
there can only be one, like Highlander. And I just said, you have all submitted Pokemon community meetups. I can do like 2, like over the week, because not everyone can make the one day, but perhaps not 5. That was really great, because then they just worked together and had a great time. Make sure your community title is like very clear. So now I can't pronounce it. I'm gonna have to try and if only Al was here, there's a really great Final Fantasy meetup, and it's like Limus, I think.
That's one of the
Someone can probably correct me, because I'm not I've played in the past, but I'm not like yes, Limsa, thank you. And I remember the first time they applied, they didn't specifically like say they were from Final Fantasy. And I really had no idea who they were until I did some digging, and I was like, oh, Final Fantasy. And then I further got information, and I was like, oh yeah, no worries. So big fan of them, by the way. But once you know what you want to do, like if you have like, we're like the bad boys and this is our guild from WoW, like make sure you put World of Warcraft guild, like make sure you put the adjoining game to it, or like the book club or whatever, because if you give me obscure names, I really have no idea what you're talking about. And if you then don't give me like social handles, I'm like fishing on the internet to try and figure out who you are. Again, Charlie with the string. So if you could kindly make my job easy by making it really clear who you are, where you're from, what your community does, I would appreciate it. It'll make my job a little easier. But just be really clear and make your intentions of what you're going to do in the room clear. Like if you just want to do a mingle, like that's all good. But what I think works really well is actually having it a bit more structured, like exactly what you both do. And like the Twitch meetups do is they have name tags. Like if you have the capacity and the funds to get name tags, I really recommend it. If you can say, hey, everyone, we're doing a group photo, like, hey, we've got approved meet and greet. I also do meet and greets, which I didn't talk about, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, I would do a lot. So I've got this community room booked from 4 to 5. Come, you got a name tag. At 4:30, we are doing a group photo. If you want to be in the group photo, it's at 4:30. Be there. And then it just makes it really easy for everyone, because sometimes people come in and they miss stuff, or, hey, we're doing the community meetup and the run sheet of the hour is it starts at 4:15. We do like actual like speed mingling, so you get to meet people, and then at 4:30 we're doing a photo, and then we're giving out raffle tickets, and then we're doing a prize at 4:50 before you have to leave the room.
That's cool. Good idea.
For example.
Yeah, I think we always, I think the important thing is if there's going to be a group photo, tell everyone what time it's going to be, because there's nothing worse than being, I went to the meetup and I missed the photo.
Yeah.
I love an activity at a meetup. I know, so Dixon's in chat, who runs the Overwatch one that he did for the last few years.
Yes.
You go in and you put your name badge on, but there's all these stickers everywhere to put your like Overwatch main character, and then it's like you have to go and find someone that also has the same main as you and go meet them. And it's like a little the mingling activity, so important, because I feel like a lot of those things, it's like it's all people from the internet. They've got a little bit of social anxiety and a bit nervous about meeting other people. It's like all those little icebreaker things are so well appreciated by people that attend those. So I think make sure you think about those things when you're applying and or thinking about your meetup. is cool. We love an activity.
I think there's one more question, I think, that I quickly wanted to answer. Yes, you can DM me on Instagram about panels, no problem. Instagram or X is where I'm often living.
Great. Did we cover everything?
All right.
We've run the hour. I just don't want to. I'm conscious of your time. It's Friday night.
When you become a parent, there's limited things you can do.
It's real.
At night. It's just the way it is. So it's been a delight to be here. And I think we've ticked everything off. I think the last thing I wanted to say, if it wasn't clear, again, I'm going to film another video which talks about panels to help people. But please don't have 20 people on your panel. I'm not going to approve it. You may have 1, maybe 2 hosts if it's in GenerOZity. Maybe. But for other panels, 1 host and no more than 5 panelists.
There you go. You've been told.
Operations says no, it is a hazard. No more.
Stop being a hazard.
Good to know.
Yeah. Dangerous.
All right.
And if you have any accessibility needs, you make sure you list it so I can action it.
Got it.
Warning.
Oh, okay. She's gone rogue.
Yes, send me questions after. It's fine. If I don't answer or if I half answer, it's because my child's woken up and I've forgotten. But I will get back to you eventually.
Great. Okay. 6 total. Good. Kitty, thank you so much for your time tonight. It's been great. Chat, please express your appreciation for all of the sage advice that we've been getting. Yeah, guys, if you want to continue the discussion at ANZ Creators, we're in Discord or also on social media. Keep it going and let's help each other out with panels and have the best time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.